A 90, 91, y'all. Let's get a receiver. Oh shit. DK Metcalf. Thank you. Oh, oh. You pedigreed that man? Bro, it's over with. Exactly. Oh yeah. KO. Mm. Death. In the coma. What? Mm-hmm. 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 Shit, he was in Sunset, son. He was in Sunset too. That goes, yeah. Remember, cause he came out with that face paint. Man. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? That's my teammate.
Trash.
I hate playing with trash niggas, man. Fuck. Look where this fat ass nigga at, bro. Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you that. March back in
Yeah.
year, but right.
No, son. No. You saw the post, son? The post about it when it's coming back, son. I told Cody that shit, nigga, he was dying laugh. Cause, the dude say, yeah, our friend Cody. Not Cody Hawkins, nah. Cause Cody had called me, I was clowning with him. I said, yeah, bro, finally going back to another event. He said he'll come if he ain't doing nothing. But no. Son, that man gonna say, the fact that they said, oh, we coming back, APW is returning in less than a year. Bitch, you lie. How, no, like, they saying they coming back within, well, they said they came back like they said, but dude on the post put that they came back before it made a year. Talking about it's about to be a whole year since APW came back. Nigga, you lie. APW last show was March 23rd. Your next show is March 29th. Get your facts straight. Like, don't lie to us like this. Might go play one game with my new team. After that, get off this game.
I mean, that was his first loss ever, though. And he did get past, Mayweather's streak. Yeah, 52-0.
Yeah. Don't worry. Everybody talking about Anthony Joshua.
Like that.
True.
A push to win. But if you're gonna run your mouth like that, you gotta at least win.
Yep.
He
Conor
wasn't.
McGregor did.
He was. It was some. You know how they do like the little thing. Well, before the actual fight, you know how they do in UFC? They do like the little face off and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it got kind of crucial, words and shit, and it had physical. So, and he was saying some dumb shit and all that.
Nah, I don't even wash my. I don't even wash my own boots. I need my car don't need washing. Garnet is okay.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host,
Got some
the
for
coach.
Clean the room.
Let's get back to
the
Brandon and
next 2
Charles
years.
for the call.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This one taken just inside the 10. And an alley to run. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, someone was very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Your own flesh and blood.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes.
If I hear something about Akeem, I know it was
I felt
on.
like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard.
And that made me
I think both
more
offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Here's Michael Vick.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. DK Metcalf, 66 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now the pass brought in by Roberts. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Oh, man, all thing here, man, let me take this.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Run towards
Picked
the
off by Robert Alford. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you can count on one hand and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Jackson.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Again, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. To throw again is Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Robert Alford. He's got daylight. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
She loves her some Akeem, boy. She want to give him that sloppy toppy.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
That gummy yummy, I guess.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Indivisible. You ain't even lying either. Oh, come on, man. Come on now. He was a dog, Arthur. He was a dog. He was a dog who loved cougars.
What you talking about cougars for?
Aki.
You gonna start hating on you.
I'm standing up in the kitchen because he's about to go. Then they got to do it down. And then he finally see me not looking at him. Looking up.
Alright, better, Rick. You wanna dance on me?
That nigga don't even.
You about to look at nothing about me? Oh,
Man.
well, I already know
You shooting at your still?
So you probably I already know they probably still talking. You know they not. Yeah, you probably might say, don't help. Don't try to help me.
So what you should do, son? What you should do is next time you see us, son, you gotta hit him with that Bianca Belair. You don't even go here. Don't try to act like a brother, no.
I can never understand why somebody will worry about the next man so much.
A bum.
Right.
He is a bum.
See what I'm doing.
He is a bum.
Like, you would know when I leave the house. So that's fine. And why would you pay it? Like, this nigga had the nerve. Don't be fooling nobody else in here that I don't know.
Hey, and the next thing you knew, Puff was there. Man, don't bring You ain't say nothing, not a damn word, cause I know him. Dude, damn, bro.
That'd be me too, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be ready to get to what I got. I be.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
What time I want to start doing shit?
That's how I mean. That's what they were trying to teach me. Like, you know, how to teach you how to make a schedule or schedule ourselves or something. Can't get on and stuff. But yeah, I was like, I couldn't do it. I don't like
Why you killing yourself?
No, it's not like an actual schedule. Just like, you know, if I have things planned and somebody, like, say like if I have something planned and somebody want to do something, I'ma find time within what I have planned to do it.
Yeah, that's what I was, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I
wasn't shooting, what?
Anyway.
He had to reload.
Trying to have a schedule, because that's like one of the best things you can do for yourself. Right. But the reason why I wouldn't want it because, like, in my mind, or like that's just me. Well, it's probably not, but to me, life is like it feels better when you don't have nothing mandatory to do. You can just go out and be like, oh man, I'm gonna do this today. You know, you could just chill. You don't even have to do nothing. But I mean, yeah,
Check them
basically.
bad. Hold on.
And by me
Select the
scheduling
team
my
you want to
slots,
join.
you know, I have to have something mandatory to do, be upheld or something. But I wouldn't really care. But do I have to have a schedule? Well,
Hit
I'd
that on
rather have
purpose.
basically a list of things to do instead of a schedule, basically. So like I could do it all in that day, but not at a set time or something.
Start your
I was
season with
running
recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.
They're gonna.
that shit all year round,
Yeah.
every week.
You
Good
still.
thing they split up the roster. You gotta work every damn night. Like, damn. The way they was trying to do it in 2017, them niggas was trying to like literally act like they was two shows. Like y'all gonna have this on your own pay per view, and they gonna have their own pay per view, and they not gonna be wrestling in the same. Like sometimes they wasn't even gonna be wrestling in the same city. Ooh, that's too much. Maybe I'm tripping. So that's probably buying Cowboy everything.
Wait a minute.
That's
Hold
probably why they
on.
was
Ray.
losing so much money.
Ray. Ray.
Fuck!
Ray. I no scoped you just now, Ray.
You
Man, I
did.
was dropping these niggas, man. What the fuck?
I told
Oh shit,
I
son.
told
That shit came out of nowhere, son.
I don't care if you kill me.
Oh shit.
Huh?
Come get me.
No, I couldn't.
That
Motherfucker.
shit came
That was
out of
bad.
nowhere.
That money crazy.
That shit was hilarious. That shit came out of completely nowhere. Ooh, let's see what I can get for the fantasy draft.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Alright, y'all.
Say
Let's
I'm
make a
a
selection. Wait, don't tell me, bro. They took Patrick Mahomes already?
Knew I was playing. High ground.
Motherfucker. Oh, y'all took him,
You
huh?
better not be healing.
Y'all took him? Guess what? Welcome, Lamar Jackson.
No, back up. My
The
God.
Falcons
What?
are now on the clock.
That nigga black.
Yo, what the hell? Come on.
Let's get to my next pick,
The
man.
Falcons are now on the clock.
Let's see. I got me a QB now. Let's see what quarter. Bruh, Tom Brady still on the board? Y'all sleep.
Hold
Zeke.
You think it's a game, right? Don't mess with me with the sniper. And they brought it back? Oh my God. I'm
Oh
a
my
G with that
God.
sniper.
Oh yes. Come on, Zeke. Let's go.
What that bottle, Jalen?
Let's go to work.
The hell?
The Falcons are now on the clock.
My team is unstoppable already.
That's a girl. Don't do that.
My team is unstoppable.
I'll be
The
right back.
Falcons are now on the clock.
Um,
If I had a job, I would.
saying that he's mad that they used
Bruh,
rocket launcher, so he's
my
gonna come back.
team is unstoppable.
But I'll try to help you if I can. Hold up. Let me take this chug
You say
jug.
you drinking. You still let me fight.
The Falcons are now
My
on the
team
clock.
is on that shit, bro.
I'm gonna get your kill back.
Choke slam you softly.
Huh?
Oh, I got a running back, right?
Four. Probably got more than me.
Jalen. Jalen.
What receivers we got left?
One of them.
Emmanuel Sanders, Julian Edelman.
Fuck that shit.
Beg your pardon, sir. Hold on.
Emmanuel Sanders.
I got 5.
You know what? Julian Edelman today. I feel like a Julian
The
Edelman.
Falcons are now on the clock.
He came in second. I know he did.
Since we gotta keep going like this, you know, let's get a right guard.
Hey,
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Let's see, who else we gonna get? Oh, we might as well rack up our offensive line
The
now.
Falcons are now on the clock.
Oh my god. I'm doing so horrible.
no.
Everybody
Wanna be my chin.
wild on Anthony Fowler is that like the people after were like, oh man, he lost because of this dude and that. No,
Right,
The
right.
dude lost because he lost. Damn, he won 52 straight. What the fuck y'all want this nigga to do? What, turn into, transform into some shit?
Great,
He lost one
your mic don't
time.
got auto tune
God
on.
damn. Nobody saying nobody talking about the nigga that won.
Hey,
Everybody talking about the dude who lost. Shit. Niggas nigga with this shit.
the water on it.
Only thing
And touch it.
I told the
Never,
nigga that
never
I
work.
said about the person
Ha.
who,
Oh.
lost or whatever, that like they still made history even though he lost.
The
Right.
Falcons are now on the clock.
Man, it's black history. Fuck. Damn, man.
Hold up, let me get in party chat right
The
quick. 'Cause this
Falcons are
dude
now on the
wanna
clock.
my partner playing Apex.
All right. Yeah, if we got
The
we got
Falcons
training
are
next
now on the
weekend.
clock.
I lie, we got training. We know we got that, so I know what to look forward to. Shit, you ready to go?
And I sleep.
Hell yeah.
You a bitch.
Me?
You a bitch. Nigga said he ready to go. Shit, no, I'm not. Fuck all that. I ain't ready yet, man. I'm not.
The Falcons are now
I'm
on
not
the
in
clock.
the shape I need to be for running. Well, I can run the ropes. That's easy. I've been running ropes at work every day. Since racing stopped, I've been running ropes.
Shit, we get back into it by doing it, but it's just that we can't go
Oh, I'm
right
not
now.
talking about running the ropes. I still do that. Oh, that's cake.
I'm talking about damn Dallas, baby, all that.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
You okay, Zayla? Okay.
Left tackle, right tackle. I'm about to switch the game up. You think it's funny?
Drink your juice. Drink your
Oh yeah, give me that
drink it.
kicker.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
It don't matter what you do, right? You still gonna
It
get
don't
clapped.
matter.
Zayla, drink it right now.
I wasn't even
Drink
spamming
it
it.
then. Shit, I ain't
I
got
spammed
time for
you
you
one
to
time
play
because
around
you was
with it.
being. I knew I was one shot. I was a 20. Dang, Ray. Ray, your stuff echoing again. Why you left the body? Huh? Why you left the body?
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Me. Hello?
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Read Instagram messages. The latest ones.
Better not spill that, girl. What? Don't you what?
Go above that.
Zayla, what the
Right
hell
above
you
that.
doing?
Through the smoke, Ray?
Ketone. What the hell is ketone? The Niagara Revolution.
What?
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Yeah, that's what I came to see. Man, this shit on first base.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
There you go. There you go.
Stop using smoke. Just send it.
He's still up here. Taking him now.
You a bum. What?
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Did you do what I told you to? What I told you to?
Nobody's gonna take no diamonds and sushi. I'm gonna take it.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
What happened? What is he doing? Shit, you know what I look like? Shit, you know what I look like?
The Falcons are now on the clock.
I be watching anything. When I wasn't on my game,
Do
I
the
was
video.
watching Life of Death.
Do the video.
God damn.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
There you go. Beautiful. Love it.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Did you send it? Yo, Ray can clap.
Bro, why the 50? That shit pushing me out.
13.
Yeah, 56.
Hello? What
The
happened?
Falcons are now on the clock.
Nah, don't say nothing. That's not our dude, Ray. I'm talking to Ray. Yeah, the Ray
It don't
you
matter.
said like
It
a
don't matter.
dark skin roach.
I'm just trying. Just let me finish with this draft then. Once I finish with this draft shit, I'm down.
No, the one that you said you can't see.
The
in dark.
Falcons are now on the clock.
I really want to take my foot for getting my black and red for homeboy.
I'll talk my Ray India brother.
On what? On what game, Arthur?
Bro.
Oh, you talking about playing Brawlhalla or you talking about playing Uno? Oh.
See, like a play on Brawlhalla, actually.
That's great.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
What?
Okay, I think I could play Brawlhalla.
That's the one. That's the one thing he farthest from. Shut up. You like the Instagram logo. You like the emoji I put you
You don't want to go up in the sky with me.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Ray, no. That's what we use in bed.
So as we got in the game.
You must have know I got aimbot. Wait, you know I'm gonna drop my SMG.
Shit, nobody else gonna pick Larry Fitzgerald.
The smoke, huh?
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Well, you don't want to smoke with bows. You don't want to smoke with it. You don't want to smoke.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Fine.
Stop camping, Ray. Really? It ain't gonna send. What you sending it on?
The Falcons are now on the clock.
I'm gonna see how this team do
I'm doing
so
my
far.
thing. Why you pulling on my pants like this? I'm doing my thing. To the game, trash. at your feet and you didn't die. Like, put it on my pad. I'm doing my thing.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
I'm doing my thing.
Why would you play Fall House?
I'm doing my thing. When you put on my pad, I'm doing my thing.
Oh hell no.
If you know what I'm talking about, then you know.
Yeah, get the damn thing, bitch. You the one that's dead.
What I'm talking about then.
What's up, bitch? Don't run.
Just say it. Say it.
Let's go.
Yes, it does.
Nah, we good.
What you talking about?
The Falcons are now on the clock.
It's scary out there. Yeah. Wow. Waiting here.
What? You should know who this is, Ray.
All these niggas know I feel.
The person that's obsessed with me, that keeps blowing up my phone. Obsessed.
Oh yeah, you damn.
Yes, it is. It really is, Ray. So,
The Falcons are now on the clock.
no, not PlayStation.
It's too fucking early.
Oh, you don't know.
Yeah, it's up here. That ain't got me about one fucking
No.
minute.
Girlfriend
Oh,
like
hell, this nigga running. I don't even play with all cars when I got that.
You're a-
fucking nigga trash as fucking in the game. Just big, yeah. I'm busting.
You start with a T with a T.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I ain't
Shit, no man, I'm about
The
to get
Falcons are now on
I'm
the
trying to
clock.
finish making these last little picks on my team, then I'm out. Yeah, and I'm off for this game.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Son, what we gonna put before the name Troop, son?
I thought we was using OP.
Oh, you said OP?
Fake
I'm
Troop.
tripping.
Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna be like.
Oh,
I'm
The
really
Falcons are now on the
Fake
clock.
Troop.
Fate Troop.
like, we could just use the
Not yet. I don't know how to do it. You never sent me the video.
edit it, whatever.
At the beginning for sure.
What?
Cause that one was zero when you say OG.
There's nothing on the video.
Fire. But
Oh,
I can never find a song that they talk like name like overpower.
Yeah.
Power, over something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know. Stop spinning, you're gonna get dizzy.
Yeah.
You ain't about to spill that damn shit. You okay? You okay?
Ray, you rough. And you made me laugh. You a hoe.
Are you
Hey, Ray said that he thought that Instagram came
The
from
Falcons are now on the clock.
from where you came from. What it was from where you came from.
I need to get a deal of diapers. You was right. I don't know why I left all these diapers in here. They gonna be mad.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Hell no. I ate a potato. Not really.
Cause I'm doing my thing.
Not a bar. That shit. My little cat right now.
The Falcons are now on the clock.
Sit my little chap right now.
If they had a potato in there, I'd think that.
I can't see nothing in the video. It's red.
Oh, for real. That's how I am. I know they give it a whole week this year for you to get it. Alright. Come on, Pissy Pamper, where you at? Don't look at me. Boy, I come back and go about to right hopscotch.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Not right here. How the fuck? Come on, we got a whole collection in the diapers in here. Hopefully they got the girl dog.
I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you who that is, Jay. I'm not telling you who that is, Ray. I know who it is too. I'm not telling you.
Yeah,
I'm not telling you.
look.
Yeah, you know.
I never met a damn child that has a preference of what diaper.
Well, I don't know. I know.
I didn't know why at all one day. Next thing you know,
Hey, Ray, what you mean by you might have some
she
competition?
kept crying one of the things the pamper was on her. Then she go get the right one. I'm like, what type of shit? So I had to take that one off, put the other one on, and I'm just like, well, damn. That shit over there?
Wait, what? How much you want to bet?
You be saying, Jared. Here, go in your bed. Stay in your bed.
How? That's you, not me.
Man, you got a child. Would you tell your child go sit your ass down?
What happened?
I said you had a child. Would you tell your child go sit your ass down? Yeah. Exactly. I told her to bed the other day because she fell off the top part of my gaming chair. And like she could have hit her head on the heater on the floor or something, but she just got up and walked it off. I'm just like, this is tough. That was my initial reaction. Like, this is sad, man. She just started fussing at me.
I'm clipping it. I'm clapping it.
If I tell her nothing, she's gonna be like,
I know for it.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always...
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Fighting through, and he's got space.
Get the fuck out. Just
Deshaun
made this
Jackson
team.
off to the races. Touchdown, Falcons. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
Who are you talking
They'll
about?
break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Garoppolo now. And right away, he lost the football. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
Killed.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down.
Julian
It's one of the few
Edelman got the
things
punch.
defenses chart. How
Let's
did
go,
we do
Edelman.
on 3rd down? That's a
Let's
nice
go,
start for
Edelman.
them in this one.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Bro, Lamar Jackson and
They run with Ezekiel
Elliott,
Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. 20. Oh, now he bowls, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ezekiel Elliott, 42 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Tyrann Mathieu's instincts as a defensive back, I believe, are second to none. And that allows him to play all over the secondary. He can line up as an outside corner, inside in the slot, and that's difficult to do because you get so much traffic in there. And then, of course, they can also move him back as a safety. Anywhere you put him, though, you know he's going to end up around the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. This is Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Jones. Down to the 25. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Phillip Lindsay
27 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 14. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete.
If anything, he copied me.
Well, it's looking like another 3
I've been having that day since I got
to put
my
together
system.
a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. And we're not even at halftime.
It's taken to the 26. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Go, 91.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname, Shady? Touchdown, Falcons! Larry Fitzgerald, 32 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Back to throw here. Oh, some strong running. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Ball comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? 23 yards the pickup there. This quarterback now just 1 for 5 since coming on, but that one gets him a 1st and 10 here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The throw taken in by Hamilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And the catch made by Kenny Brand. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Brent that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Bro, you got to handle your promo like this.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Gay's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. That a 92-yard kick return as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control.
Oh,
now they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But
I'm going to mess with her, son. I told you I'm messing with her. Bro, I told you I'm talking to his dog.
Where you at?
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about
like,
themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From South Florida, good night, everybody.
on 6 health. That's why I did it. I was on 6. I'm using a double barrel, bro. I put it man up.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
I hit him for a body shot for 112.